they be into our culture or so-called cultures more than our own people sometimes. So
hey, they know more about it. They know more about it than we.
Yeah.
I was saying that earlier. That's why these heathens, they know more about history and what goes on with us than our own people, man.
People, yeah.
You know, and then they want to try to be a part of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because no, you talk.
Because even around the time when we was leaving up out of Egypt, we had the mixed multitude, and some of them were Hamites and stuff like that when we come up out of Egypt. We had some Hamites coming out when Moses, when we was in the wilderness, you know. But they eventually had to get because that 40 years, after the 40 years, they died out as well, you know.
Come.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the brother was saying, you know, a lot of times those so-called Edomites, they be knowing our history more than we know our history, and we know the reason why, because they the ones that they know our history because of the simple fact that they took keep it away from us. They know our history. They got access to all that stuff and they keep it away from us, you know. But through the spirit of Yahweh Simi Shah, he woke Abba Bibbins up in the break some of these strongholds, which let us know we are the Lord's chosen people, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's one, you know, and just that right there alone, it's helping prophecy be fulfilled. But you know, another thing is with us knowing that we are also called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, Israelites, is more than just being an Israelite. You gotta live by the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Right. You gotta put your all into this truth, man. Scripture say the Lord don't want you hot. He wants you hot or cold, not lukewarm. So you gotta consistently go ahead and do the job. Do this job. If the Lord called you to be a prophet, you gotta go ahead and prophesize. Do the right things. Bring out the right truth, man. And you definitely gotta be a watchman. Can I get Isaiah 21:6, Baba Kashah? Yeah, hold on. Yeah, let me see 21:6. Yeah, I mean you gotta be a watchman because there's so much going on out here. You gotta be a watchman, and being a watchman, you bring things out to not just wake the hopeful elect up, but you also keeping them in tune with what's going on until they get it, you know. Bring that out. Oh, but
you're right, because honestly, there is no excuse for you to not to do a video throughout the week, because we're watchmen. There's always things going on,
constantly,
even if it's something random.
Right.
Like I mentioned in my other video, police burnt down. There's always something going on.
So what?
A place burnt down.
Talking about the village.
The shopping center.
Yeah. All
right.
And you know what? That's the spirit of the Lord, man. That's just a prelude to what's coming to pass, man. That's the west side on fire, man. And where we at? We over the west side of the western hemisphere, right? That's a prelude of what's going to happen when the Lord Yahweh Simi Shah come back, because he upset, man. He upset and he tired, and we don't know the day or the time. The scriptures say the Lord shall come like a thief in the night, man. And a thief come when you least expect it, man. He sit up there, just the people like a brother just brought out earlier that people saying when the Lord gonna come back. The Lord taking his time, he gonna set up here, and he setting up here. He gonna come when people least expect it. So-called what? Thanksgiving is in a couple days. He could come when everybody want to be festive. You never know, man. The scripture say the Lord will come like a thief in the night. But you can bring that up, Bubba Shah.
Like I always say, even Yahweh Shah don't even know. Yahweh gives the orders.
That's right.
Have him come here.
Right, and that's their order.
Please wait.
That's their order. Yahweh being top dog. Whenever he say go, that's when you go. That's when Yahweh Shah gonna go. And when Yahweh Shah go, that's when he gonna get his hopeful elect. When he gonna get his elect, and that's when it's gonna be on, man.
Alright. It's Isaiah 21:6. But thus hath the Lord said unto me, Go, set a watchman, let him declare what he see.
And that's the Lord. The Lord set upon him watchmen. His the ones that he brought out here to bring out this truth. And just because he called you, it don't mean you're gonna be the. Just because he called you to do this, don't mean you made it, man. You're gonna have to continuously be a watchman, and you hopefully you're gonna be one of the Lord's chosen elect, man. But I mean, just the Lord don't need you to do this, man. Like the scriptures say, the Lord can raise up rocks, man. So your goal is to make it to be one of the hopeful elect, but it should be an honor for the Lord even just choosing you to have you in the right mind state to know that you more than just a nigga, man. You one of the Lord's chosen people, man. And once I found out that what an Israelite was, because I was Israelite, I was caught up in Esau way teaching. I thought Israelites was them damn Arabs, them Edomites, man. I didn't know. I never knew that they were supposed to be the Lord's chosen people, but through the Lord putting the spirit on the elders and apostles to dissect these scriptures, you know, that's how we know. The water y'all about to me out shot. But was it a little bit more on that?
Want me to read on to verse 7?
That was it on 6?
Yeah.
Go ahead. You can go ahead.
7 explains it too. Like I said, there's no reason to not have something to go on. This is verse 7. It says, and he saw a chariot with a couple of horsemen, a chariot of asses, and a chariot of camels.
A chariot of asses and camels?
Con.
All right.
And he hearkened diligently with much heed.
Yeah, well, like the scripture said, he seen the chariot with asses and the chariot with candles. That's talking about what that prophecy was at that time. But brothers are seeing the real chariots, the one that we gonna be the hopeful elect gonna be in, and Yahweh Shah is in. That's the part of being a watchman, man. Chariots been flying past camps. The government been seeing so-called UFOs, man.
Shooting at the bitches.
Yeah, man. You know, hey.
That don't work.
These scriptures, man, they cold, man. I mean, these scriptures, they cold, and it's just beautiful, man. And just to be in this truth and to be able for the Lord to put the spirit on you to be able to decipher these scriptures is a beautiful thing, man. But also part of being a watchman, you gotta be a watchman of these events that's going on, and you got all the events, man, from LGBT, from banking, from everything, from the debt to famine, man. You gotta be a watchman for all these things, man. And if you could, Bubba Kashah, get Genesis 41 and 30, Bubba Kashah, because it just don't stop on certain things, man. This is it's a plethora of things going on in this world that we should be watching for, man. 41 and 30.
41 and 30.
41 and 30.
Time. All right, this is Genesis 31, 41 and 30. And there shall arise after them 7 years of famine.
And we all know 7 years, that's completion. It don't necessarily mean a whole 7 years. It could be, but it's been famine going on in this place for a long time. America's been in a famine for a very, very long time. Way more than 7 years, but we know 7 mean completion.
Time. Holy number.
Come.
And all the plenty shall be forgotten in the land of Egypt.
Bring that last line out again. In the land of, it said the land of plenty.
And all the plenty shall be forgotten in the land of Egypt.
And all the plenty should be forgotten in the land of Egypt. You can read on.
And the famine shall consume the land.
All the plenty should be forgotten in the land of Egypt. In the famine, they say in the famine shall.
And the famine shall consume the land.
And the famine should consume the land. All this, the land of plenty. This is basically Egypt, second coming to Egypt, and all this so-called great place of America, man. People sitting up here, so-called living good. Everything's sweet right now. But people don't know. If you've been here for a while, been on this earth for a while, you'll know how things have changed. Things have changed a lot. Like with the food. Back when I was growing up, I used to my grandmother used to cook for me. I used to get a meal, and I used to get full. It was substance in it, man. It had nutrients and things like that. It wasn't no need. Shit, when I was getting 2 chicken wings and some lima beans and rice or something, and I was good. Now, 2019, 2 chicken wings, lima beans. That shit like a snack.
Oh, that only was 10.
That's a problem.
You need 10 to be full now, at least.
Right.
At least 10.
That's equivalent to a bag of chips.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, it lets you. That famine is here, man. Esau, we ain't. Well, we know that Esau is sitting up here tainting these things, taking nutrients away from the food, because on top of us already being sick, he want to get us sicker, man. Mm-hmm. Esau pushing these prescription drugs. Mm-hmm. The FDA alone, Food and Drug Administration, man, all that coincides, man, and that's part of being a watchman. If anybody got any common sense, you already know that the Food and Drug Administration work together, so they gonna take a little something from this to make you sick, so they can give you a little bit of that to supposedly make you better, man. All that stuff work together, man.
Right, like why, like, you know. If food was so natural, right, as they claim it to be, but even they push out that it's GMO. Why do you need a whole Food and Drug Administration for that?
Right.
For food, if it was all natural and things like that, that means that they doing something with it.
That's wicked right there. What is the purpose for food and drugs to be consolidated?
Yeah, you're supposed to know yourself. Is this fresh, or is it is it good?
Exactly.
You don't need nobody. You shouldn't need nobody else to do that. Well, now you do though.
I'm gonna tell you how bad of a famine this place is, man. I went to Sam's Club to get some lettuce so I could take lunch to work, make salads or whatever.
Right.
I cracked the bag open. I didn't even put the lettuce in the refrigerator because lettuce, it grow out of the ground, so it shouldn't be cold. If it's cold, it'll go bad faster. I put it on top of the refrigerator. I cracked the bag, cut one head up. The next day, it was rotten.
It was gone.
Damn.
It was rotten. It was rotten. The other heads of lettuce was rotten.
But I'm gonna tell you how sick the lettuce is too. when you go to McDonald's, that shit don't wilt.
Yeah, it don't.
What kind of chemical keep lettuce from wilting
don't
at all?
wilt.
Not at all.
Nope.
No. Don't
don't
you
go
know?
bad.
None of them restaurants. Don't you know like those,
Subway.
like Subway, them places like that? They gotta spray that chemical in there because it'll wilt. It'll go bad.
Dang. Sometimes you
Huh?
can see
So like,
old McDonald's lettuce in the back of the store. That shit's still-
You know what?
That shit's still-
You're right. Because I cut some of the lettuce on. I made a mistake and left a little piece on my counter. And I came and